Hello, I'm Rovarth and welcome once again to Conan Exiles on PlayStation 4. We have a lot to get through, and firstly I've made some modifications to the base. I've reduced the size of the structure next to the Wheel of Pain and also added in some decorative items including braziers that make it easier to see at night time. The big change has been with the watchtower when I've tried to fit the ladders in. Now it seems ladders will not place more than 2 walls high, meaning to get a third I've had to fit this hatch frame in. Now, climbing ladders is rather like climbing a rock wall. You press X to climb up it, but the problem is getting back down. Now, if we just open the hatch frame and go through, the problem is there's no button prompt in order to get back down the ladder. So at the moment, until that's patched or there's some animation added to the game, you simply just have to fall and grab as you would if you were rock climbing. We now have iron weapons and tools, including the pickaxe, the hatchet, the Stygian Kapesh, which is the one-handed sword, and the two-handed iron sword. Now, in future we'll be crafting weapons with steel, and to craft steel we need 5 iron bars and 1 steel fire. But what is steel fire? Well, it's made using 2 tar and 1 brimstone crafted in this fireball cauldron. Now, when you craft something in this station, we need to first ignite it, and then whilst it's burning, come over and then you can craft the item that you want. And you can see at the bottom I've pressed X already, we'll craft another one. And that progress meter will only increase whilst the fuel is burning. If I switch it off, you'll see that the progress has halted. Switch it on again, it continues. You can get tar as a byproduct of crafting leather in the tannery. And just as a side note, you can, further to hide, also place any animal heads that you have into the tannery, and when you use the station it will give you 2 leather and 1 tar for each head. Brimstone can be mined, although this is a rare resource. However, there is a good source of brimstone which can be found at Galaman's tomb that is on screen now. There is a large crocodile in the second section of the cave, but you should be able to mine lots of nodes without aggroing the boss, getting 200 to 300 each visit. You can also harvest brimstone from killing rock gnomes. However, this seems to be an extremely low drop rate. The material that dropped here took 10 kills and I only got 1 piece of brimstone. Just before we head out, I've also used iron and leather to upgrade our armour to the medium armour set. Let's move on to more fun things. Behind me is the Executioner's entrance. That's the spider cave I referred to in the last video. And it's a good chance to test the new armour, which kind of has a samurai vibe to it, which I'm liking. And the new weaponry we have crafted. As I'm still under level 25, we cannot make healing wraps, so I have grilled steak to regenerate health. I've also placed a bedroll, even though the base is near. If I have to run back to my corpse, I don't want to run into any respawns with nothing to defend myself apart from my naked butt cheeks. Just before we enter the cave, it's just a note to say that I've changed the gamma setting. It's been adjusted so that it should make it light enough to see what's happening if we're unable to use a torch, for example if I'm using a shield like I am now, or if I'm using a two-handed weapon. So let's head into the cave. Now just as we're coming to the entrance here, I can spot a few nodes of ironstone and also brimstone. Now I'm not here to mine, so I will continue and keep chopping spiders. I have a couple of spiders here. Swap to the two-handed because this actually will hit both of them with the swing of the sword. Of course if I hit them that does help. Tell you what, I'll come out to the right. Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh, that's not good. Right, let's jump up here and draw them up here. Or they're just going to sit there like idiots. Fine. If you want to sit there like idiots, I'll come chop you. That's you down. That's them all gone. Getting a lot of Vicar. Here he comes. Oh, yes, destroyed you. Yep, more ironstone. Passing. Oh, no. No, you don't. Don't get the sword. That's it. Chop you as well. You got any friends? There's another guy coming in here. Oh, bit of server lag there. That's him dead. They're not too bad to kill actually. 2 hits. Oh, that's gone. He's come round behind us. Oh, but you see how I still managed to hit him with a 2-handed sword? Even though he's behind us. It's really got some swing to this sword, like. Right, let's head further in. Nothing getting me here. Yeah, there's a couple. There we go, that's a good example. Both dead. Third guy. Oh. Oh my god, it just wrecked them. These guys are pretty easy to kill. Is there any more down there? Not for the time being. So it looks like as the spiders are easy to kill, with all the ironstone and brimstone deposits that I've seen, this part of the cave so far seems like a good farming area. I just quickly harvested them corpses there. I'm going to get some health regenerated and also some water. I can't seem to... Ah, yeah, there's one. Out the fog there. I think we're okay for now down here. We'll start, we'll keep going up this hill here. Can't see any more spiders. I see, well, there's ruins and there's also... Is that a skeleton in the background there? It looks like. Oh god. Oh, skeleton! Right, how tough are you? Oh, well, I haven't damaged yet, so that's not good. Let's get some regeneration. Let's see. Oh no, I'm not damaging you at all. Right, okay, run. That's a little bit of damage, but 2 is probably a bit too much for me. Let's see if it works with the shield instead. Get some more health while we're on it, and some water. Okay. Let's turn around. Oh! Oh, why did I take my shield off there? That was a dumb move. Right. You gonna attack me? No. Let's be friends. You mackin'. Let's chop you. Oh, no! Oh! I haven't got my sword out! What the hell? Oh, crap. That's not a good move. That last hit stopped him from regenerating. And that's them both down. Okay, let's go see what was in the ruins then. Keep regenerating as we go. I am sure I just saw the legs of a spider there, and a couple of skeletons. See if I can take the spider out. Oh, he tried to attack me, and he was still alive. Right, I'm gonna have to get some health up here, and drink some water, and kill that spider. Oh shit, archer. Let's see if I can kill him. Oh! 2 archers. Yes! Well, we managed to kill them. A little bit easier than I thought, actually. But we do need to regenerate some health there before we press on any further. I didn't actually think I would get past them, as archers are notoriously bad, but one difference with these skeletal archers, they didn't actually, once I got close to them, they didn't actually resort to picking up a sword or engaging in melee combat, so that was interesting. We'll get some health up before we head through that door though. Death Whisper Ruins. Okay, let's head through that door. I'm sure I just saw a spider skittering through there. Spiders aren't too bad, it's just... oh, there's a skeleton there as well. I don't know if I can actually take this guy out from range. Let's see. Or, let's... can you not fit through the door? Excellent, we have fat spiders. I bet you I can't shoot this bow through the door though. But we'll give it a shot. Let's see. Well, that was terrible aim. Oh no. Wow, he's almost dead. Okay. That's gone quite well. The arrows aren't taking much health. Oh, mind you, I haven't leveled anything into accuracy though. Now we've got... way! That's one down. Have you got any health left? You're full health. Okay. I've probably not got enough arrows to kill you. Or your friend. I wonder if I can chop you through the door though. And just like... chop and then roll back. That might... holy hell, how many... what the hell is that? Okay, I'm really hoping you can't fit through here. Oh my god, this is really bad. I'm probably looking like the right chicken here. Right, we'll chop you all. That was good. Yeah, this will work. It might take a little while. Oh, I'm getting a bit cocky there. I'm getting a bit cocky. Okay, we'll try. That's it. Oh, there's an archer. Well, you had to come and spoil the fun, didn't you? We should be able to keep doing this though. Surely. Yeah. Getting out somewhat with health there. We've got many people now. Whoa! There we go. Come on, stamina. Don't fail me now. I think that's a spider gone. That's a couple closer. No, you don't, Archer. Still gonna regenerate, they're still getting me, like. Let's see. Oh no. No, you don't. That's quite... right, come on. Oh no, that went completely badly. Oh, oh dear me. That went badly. I just got too cocky. I think that may be a revisit for when I'm higher in level. But that was pretty good. think we'll probably, once I get my gear back, I think we'll go and hit that Thrall camp. It might be a little bit easier. And oh, I've got to run straight away. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained with the cave, but it was fun, and we found a new source of both ironstone and brimstone, with certainly the spiders being easy to kill and can be harvested for chitin, ichor and gossamer as needed. Let's now focus on the Thrall camp here. Our aim being to capture ourselves some slaves, to then put them to work on our crafting stations. With Thralls, the higher their level, the better recipes can be crafted from the workstation they occupy. So we have the truncheon and the fibre bindings to knock them out and drag them back to the Wheel of Pain. With archers, it's best to close the gap using your shield. When you get close, use your sword to hit them. The will switch to melee, so always block. Get some range and use your shield again, so they are forced to use their bow. Once they're with the bow, close the gap again and strike them to finish them off. Humans seem to have a pattern to their fighting. If they are knocked down with a special attack, press circle to dodge, as they will immediately spring to their feet and try to hit you a few times. If they miss their hit, then it's easy for you to finish them. So if you found the Thrall that you're after, in this case we have a carpenter,
you've got no chance,
we need
mate.
to knock him out with the truncheon. Just watch out for his attacks. Just keep dodging, plugging away with the truncheon, and eventually, yeah, there we go, he gets knocked out. Now, once you have your Thrall unconscious, switch to your fibre bindings and press square to drag the carpenter. Now you need to drag him to your Wheel of Pain. All you have to do once you've dragged your Thrall back to your Wheel of Pain is interact with the wheel by pressing square, and the Thrall will be placed in there. We also need to put food in the Wheel of Pain to feed the slave, I suppose, but they're not getting anything nice. Gruel is what we'll give them. Now, to make gruel, you need to put plant fibre and seeds in a campfire and cook till ready. Once made, put the gruel into the Wheel of Pain and press L2 to start breaking your Thrall's will. This process is quite slow, and with a lesser Wheel of Pain, only one Thrall can be broken at a time. Now, I just wanted to round up this episode by establishing our crop farm. To get started, I've crafted some planters that I've placed around the watchtower here, and inside the watchtower I've placed a compost heap. Now, to make compost, you need bone meal, plant fibre and putrid meat. Now, for bone meal, you need one of these, which is a grinder. Now, the best material to use to create bone meal are bones themselves, as one bone gives 4 bone meal, but you can, for example, use chitin, fangs or horns. Once you have your compost, place it in the planter along with the seed you want to cultivate, and simply wait for it to grow. For any lotus seeds you will need potent compost, which is made using compost, blood and ash, and for that you will need a fluid press for the blood and a visit to the volcano for the raw ash, though admittedly I'm not too sure about true indigo. If anyone can let me know in the comments, that would be helpful. I hope you'll join me in the next episode, where I plan to start catching fish and also head up north and explore everything as we go, and also try to set up an outpost whilst we're there. Until then, we will meet again, dead man.